striking Sibanye-Stillwater miners have camped outside the highest office in the land for a week now. This as their strike over a pay dispute continues into its third month. About 2,000 AMCU and NUM affiliate workers have spent the week demonstrating in the capital, seeking government's intervention. NUM PWV Regional Secretary Bonginkosi Mrasi joins us now to update us on the latest. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for your time. The intention, of course, was to draw the attention of President Cyril Ramaphosa. Speaking to your Deputy President, he says that there was an indication on May Day that the President would want to meet and have a discussion with the workers. That has not gone that way, though. It doesn't seem that this has been the solution to the kind of intervention that you wanted. What is your reaction? Are you still committed to it?
Evening, Tabo, and evening to the viewers at home. And thanks, indeed, we are still hopeful that the state president will find time to engage these mine workers. Remember that, as you've said earlier on, that on the 1st of May, during a May Day rally in Rustenburg, he made a commitment when he was engaging with workers that he will be able to manage to find time and engage the company regarding the issue. So indeed, we are hopeful that he'll find time within the days and be able to engage the workers.
Yeah. Today it's being reported, of course, that you have now begun a process of fresh wage negotiations. Of course, in our conversation with Sibanye-Stillwater earlier on in the week, they've also indicated that there is a degree of commitment and some kind of arrangement being made to take this matter back to the CCMA. Is that the case? Is that where the direction where things are going now?
No, I think that is not correct. What happened yesterday, we were called in by two ministers, the acting minister in DMRE and the minister Tulas Mrasi, informing us that they've engaged with the company regarding the strike, and they wanted to see how can they assist. And the company, I think on Monday, has already started a process of requesting Section 150 of the Labour Relations Act, meaning that requesting the CCMA to find an intervention or mediate between the parties. And we must confirm that this is the second Section 150 that we are doing with Sibanye. It is not really suggesting that we are starting wage negotiations afresh. We did one before we entered into a strike, and this is the second one, which they have requested on Monday, and all parties agreed. And the date that was supposed to take place was to be on Monday, on the 30th, but with the intervention of the minister, it managed to sit today and will be continuing tomorrow. But we must confirm that indeed it said today, and nothing came to the table. The company did not offer anything. They did not move. We were just there just to meet the commissioners. There's nothing that happened today. And we're very disappointed with such attitude from the company.
Yeah. The government is still pretty much adamant that government cannot be party to this particular dispute, even though they are helping you in some instance to get to a point of resolution. But even President Cyril Ramaphosa himself, I suppose, cannot negotiate on behalf of the workers with the employer, because it would be overstepping bounds. I mean, how do you see them being involved in this process at all?
Well, I think that we must make it clear. We are not requesting the state president to negotiate. We've got a negotiating team which is capable of negotiating. It has been doing that for the past 11 months. But what we then that made workers to go to union building, it is a commitment that the state president did when he was in Rustenburg, as to say, I'll be able to engage the company. And simply, mine workers went or requested his attention as a state president when this company, at some point, through the CEO, wrote that there is no leadership within the country. And that workers took offense, and then knowing the state president, then said, let us be able to see how can the president intervene on the parliament. So we are not really relying on government, even the ministers, to negotiate on our behalf. And indeed, in the process of the Section 150, they are not even negotiating. What they are trying to do is to bring all parties together and make sure that we continue to negotiate with the company. But we find it difficult to negotiate if Sibanye is not willing to negotiate. Because in their meeting yesterday with the board of the chairman of the board and few executives, they promised that they will start negotiations or they will be able to move. But today, we're so disappointed to learn that there's nothing that they are to offer from the previous wage offer.
So in that instance, then, does that mean that your occupation of the union buildings continue?
For now, it is. It is. I think we've also sent a message to the ministers that workers are still adamant that they want the feedback from the state president. And we held a few engagements with different departments in the union buildings, trying to check what are the issues, and they were to brief the state president on the matter. So we're still awaiting for the feedback from those sessions, and we're hopeful that within no time, the state president will be able to listen to his people.
And PWV Regional Secretary Bonginkosi Mrasi there joining us on that update. Thank you very much for your time.